Here's everything I meal prepped for the week for me and my husband who both work in healthcare. Starting with these snack packs, they're super easy and convenient to just grab and go. For this week's combination, we have chopsticks, Gouda cheese, strawberries, and some grapes. We both love snacking throughout the day, so this is definitely a healthier alternative. Then my husband started to prep and grill the chicken. This is kind of like our unspoken rule. He handles all the protein and I handle the sides. Speaking of sides, I'm gonna go ahead and make a corn salsa to go along with our chicken. So simple yet so delicious. I take 2 cans of corn, 1 can of beans, diced jalapeno, red onion, and cilantro, lime juice, and salt to taste. While I was prepping all of that, I had my rice on the stove. Now I'm gonna add more cilantro and lime juice. And then we are ready to package everything up. This meal prep came out 100 out of 10. It was so good. Now here's where everything started to take a turn for the worst. I was trying to prep a healthy little sweet treat, but I definitely did not follow the recipe correctly. But it's the thought that counts. I give these like an 8 out of 10. And that is everything we meal prepped for the week as a husband and wife who both work in healthcare.
Maybe it's the loving in your eyes. Maybe it's the magic in the wild. Maybe it's the fact that every time I fall, I lose it all.
People always think you have to restrict yourself if you want to be healthy and work towards your fitness goals. So I'm going to show you exactly what I prepped for the week and the shopping list to go with it. Starting with this lemon chicken orzo. I love that this is made in one pan and it's also a really easy weeknight dinner recipe. It literally took me 25 minutes and has nearly 50 grams of protein. I added some spinach, or you could do grated zucchini just for some extra fiber. It's going to help your digestion, make you feel fuller for longer, and stop you from over snacking. Then for breakfast, I made tray baked pancakes. Guys, this is the biggest hack because flipping pancakes is just so time consuming and it literally feels like you're eating cake for breakfast. It has over 28 grams of protein and is such a fun way to start the day. I serve mine with some Greek yogurt and some maple syrup. Tell me you wouldn't be excited to wake up and eat this. Okay, then for my little sweet treaty, I made these banana caramel bites, which are the perfect thing to hit that sweet tooth. If you don't like banana, you could make these with raspberries or strawberries. I also did mine in a mini muffin mold, so they're the perfect little bite-sized treat. Drizzle with some chocolate, then pop them in the freezer and just grab one out when you want something sweet. Oh my God, they are so good.
Jealous knowing we found something so wild from the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground from your sanctuary. Shatter me with your touch. Oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found hopeless hallelujah on this side of heaven's gate.
I've been slacking on my meal prep game, but I'm finally back, so here are the easy high protein meals I prepped this week to get back on track. Starting off strong with my viral protein pancake bowls, I made a blueberry white chocolate version. These remind me of fresh blueberry muffins. Oh my God, they are so good. It's my most viral recipe on my website and it's always the recipe I come back to when I need something sweet but healthy in the morning. For lunch, I prepped these cheesy egg bagels. They were phenomenal. My mum literally thought I bought these from a bakery. I loved that I could also sneak in a bunch of veggies in the egg frittata, and it's just such an easy on-the-go lunch you don't have to think about. You can pop them in the air fryer or even in the microwave to heat them up and get the cheese all melty. And for dinner, I prepped these spring roll bowls. Super easy. I just made the beef mince mix with a bunch of veggies, served it over vermicelli rice noodles, and voila, super flavorful and such an easy dinner that reheats so well.
Sundays in our house mean that I'm meal prepping for the week. Every single week I meal prep for myself, my toddler, and my husband. First thing that I started making this week was this blackened chicken. You start to make your chicken like this, I promise you're gonna actually look forward to eating your meal prep every single day. I made a ton of this week because it's actually gonna be used for 2 different things. First thing that I'm using it in is my husband's meal prep. I made him these Mexican street corn bowls and put the blackened chicken right in it. Flavor combination of the corn, the cilantro lime rice, and the blackened chicken is insane. And each bowl has 55 grams of protein, which if you track your macros like we do, you know that that is fantastic. Next thing that I used the blackened chicken for was this 1-pan Tuscan chicken pasta. This is what me and my toddler are gonna be eating. And look, I am all about a one-pan meal. Minimal cleanup, easy to make. Honestly, it can't be beat. Snuck a couple bites of this and it was actually so hard to stop eating. This is definitely gonna be a favorite for us. You guys also know that every single week I make my family 2 loaves of homemade bread. Literally nothing beats homemade bread. The smell of it, immaculate. Taste of the first slice when it's warm and it comes out of the oven and you smear some butter on it. Yeah, I'm having flashbacks. I will never be buying store-bought bread again. It is my personal mission to get as many people as possible on the homemade bread. This recipe seriously comes out perfect every single time. It does not miss. So if you've been thinking about it, let this be your sign to start making your own bread. The last thing that I meal prepped were these peanut butter and jelly overnight oats for my husband. He's at work for like 11 hours of the day, so he definitely needs to bring 2 meals with him. And these give him another 49 grams of protein. Let me know in the comments which recipe you guys want me to share, and I'll definitely be sharing them. I hope this gave you some meal prep inspiration, and I'll see you next week.
Here's everything I meal prepped for the week for me and my husband who both work in healthcare. Starting off with these snack packs. These are so helpful to just have ready to go, especially on busy days. I loved last week's combination, so of course I had to repeat. I'm just using chopsticks, Gouda cheese, and strawberries. Now on to my current hyperfixation, which are these sweet potato ground beef bowls. I seasoned these up real good, and then my husband just used a packet of taco seasoning for the ground beef. Now for the best part is this corn and cottage cheese concoction. To a bowl I added 2 cans of corn, blended cottage cheese, jalapeno, cilantro, lime juice, salt to taste, and this Trader Joe's tahini. Such an easy meal to prep but packed with so much flavor. Now it's time for our healthy-ish sweet treat. This is supposed to be like a Reese's Cups dupe. I feel like it's a really good alternative. To a bowl I added 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 1 cup of PB Fit, and 2 tablespoons of honey. Mix and then roll them into balls, and then the fun part is coating them in dark chocolate. Let those sit in the fridge for a few minutes and then enjoy your healthy-ish Reese's peanut butter cup. And that concludes everything I meal prepped for the week.
This is everything I meal prepped this week as a second-year med student. Of course, I had to make my perfected recipe of the copycat Starbucks egg bites. In case you haven't seen the recipe yet, I diced up 1 bell pepper, a big handful of spinach, and then I put 6 eggs and 1 cup of cottage cheese in the food processor. While those bake, I go ahead and cut up my fruit of choice for the week. This week I'm doing pineapple and strawberries. I've found that when I pre-cut my fruit for the week, it makes me so much more likely to grab that as a snack versus something else. My second meal I made was Mediterranean bowls. I made some turmeric rice in my rice cooker, and while that was cooking, I made my turkey meatball mixture. I browned the meatballs before putting them in the oven because I really think this helps them retain moisture throughout the week. No one wants to eat food that doesn't taste good reheated for the next 4 days. I cut up some zucchini and bell pepper and threw those in the oven to roast with the meatballs. The key to meal prepping is to be efficient with your time, so while things are in the oven, I always am doing something on the side that doesn't require cooking. Today that was making tzatziki sauce. This all ended up taking me about 2 hours.